when I did Carolina, the fact that the line for Dippin' Dots was twice the size of the line for the beer stand, and I think there was one in the whole arena, tells me of how family friendly that whole experience was.
I'll see that was my first time I actually saw like liquor based stands, so I have a completely different experience in Carolina.
My goodness.
Yeah.
We visited in very different time periods.
Yeah, clearly.
Clearly. Canadian.
Next on Ugly Third?
That's it.
Welcome back to another episode of Ugly Thirds. Today's topic is the Carolina Hurricanes seeding stripes. Gentlemen, take it away.
Look what we've done.
There's a lot here.
Look what we've done. Look what people have sat through.
There's been a lot of pushback on some of these, and I find it quite interesting. Columbus was not a popular pick there.
No, you got
anything with Ohio usually.
You got the business on that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's about the totality of the set, and Toronto's home and road are great, but their third is factored into that. So we'll
let the fans decide.
The idea is that we are going to do a bracket of what is the best current look in the NHL, and in order to get to that bracket, we have to seed these teams. Before we can put them in a bracket, like, how do you set the matchups? So we start down there with Boston, the Rangers, the Sabres, the Penguins, all the way down to the Flyers and Capitals, and we have to place this card for the Carolina Hurricanes by the end of this episode.
So many different colors taking place.
And this one looming
so
in the
much
back.
Personality here.
Phil, you want to show us the slide of the proper things? Because we have Adidas ones, and obviously we're on Fanatics now. So, these are straight from the NHL store. We don't have the red one in the middle. I bought it. It's not here yet. So, that's fun. But that's the current set. And
plus the Heritage.
Plus the Heritage Whalers. Is there a more incohesive set in the entire NHL?
Black, red, white, and grayish.
Well, and zero consistency in the logos.
No. The continuity here kind of reminds me of, the Thrashers.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this now. And then, no, let's go and do this now. It's... We'll start with this one. And I wore the Tropical Storm version of it, but...
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I was a meteorology major for a semester, so I'm allowed to do this. I like the look. My favorite little Easter egg is North Carolina, just kind of hovering there in the white space. But this is a good look.
No, it's terrible. I hate this thing.
This is not.
I'll take this over that.
Wow.
This has so many problems with it. First off, tropical storm. No, okay. According to NOAA, a single flag can denote, but this is there is. Why? And I even argue, okay, if you're going to go, letter jerseys go this way. The eye naturally, in the Western world, we read from left to right, goes this way. Flip the flag. You're looking from the opposite direction. It's flying that way, and at least it'll still move in the same direction as everything else.
Okay.
And the whole, it has to be, you create this super vertical logo when hockey jerseys are naturally horizontal. I hate it. What do you do with this empty space? You wear this
advertisement.
Yeah. Oh, and that's it's what you have to do. Because you can't put a C on top of that. Good luck. What is this design? Phil, get in here.
The printer ink was running out, so
no, this is issue. You're having spooling issues.
Looks like not waves, but the little...
It looks like it's been dragged through a parking lot. And then this gray on top. Why? So there's gray only here. It's not anywhere else. You have gray up here. Go ahead.
At least the North Carolina state flag patch is not blacked out.
Well, you're right. So let's be stealth North Carolinians. The Carolina patch is on the other side, so if you wanted any symmetry, good luck. You're not getting it here. Also blacked out. Like, why? And again, this gray only exists here. There is no rhyme or reason to any of this. It is a whole bunch like this. This should be up there with the turd burger of design by committee. We've thrown crap together. Everyone wants their different thing. Oh, okay, I'll get my gray shoulders and you get your parking lot design. Like, oh my goodness, I hate this thing.
I feel like the red part is supposed to be like the waves formed by wind blowing over the water. Like, you know how you like it, just like
a ripple?
Like a ripple, kind of like that.
I can't.
I think you're reading way too much.
Well, if you look at look at it over, I don't know if you can see it from just the direction it's going in with how the flags are blowing.
Wind. Yes, we're going to show the wind in our stripes.
Paint
with all the colors of it.
Canes.
This is a near miss to me. This is a near miss because you could fit Carolina here. If you can fit Pittsburgh there, you can fit Carolina.
Okay.
And you can even make that the hurricane design used on the Weather Channel. You could make it that icon. I do like this. I was really hoping that this C would be how you like the next big logo. I think that's Phil. You want to? Because we get the two hurricane flags. Nice. Right, the two hurricane flags are there. The C is nice. Like, I don't know why that can't be a logo. And you know, like, Carolina is a victim of circumstance on this, because you could do a C for Carolina, you could take the two flags in the middle, and even put a subtle H in there because they're two flags together. But you know why you can't have a C with an H inside the NHL, Shrems?
Montreal.
Because Montreal already has a CH logo. So they like,
oh, for the Canadians.
Yes. Well, Club de Hockey Canadien, but you know, like they're painted into a corner. I get that, but Carolina here, come on. We're really still playing in nicknames. I like the bottom stripe. I think that stripe should also be here. I think that's a miss.
But there's no way they missed 3 times, though.
The other one is Phil. You have a full slide.
The other one's the standard. It's what you're wearing.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
No.
The striping's different.
They've changed the striping. The bottom stripe has the subtle hurricane flags in it. The sleeve stripes do not. The cuffs are black. It all matches much better, because if you want to come back to me, I can. Like, you have the thing at the bottom and an extra silver stripe, and then here you don't. Which I guess they're going with some tradition on that.
Kind of.
But when your jersey's this simple, just keep it going. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like, the Kachina shows that you can have a very complex thing within a bound space, and they're just not. And then there's this, which everyone's going to be like, oh my god, it's amazing, but the Hartford Rail Yard Dogs, what's the
Rail Yard Dogs?
Yeah, is that it? Or your Yard Goats, the minor league baseball team.
Oh, the Yard Goats. No, that's Hartford.
The Yard Goats. Carolina tweeted something about, like, it's nice to be home, and then they put the address to the old arena too. Like, are you headed here? Like, yeah. As gorgeous as this is, it's not the Carolina Hurricanes.
No.
And for a one night event, I can't include it as the biggest thing. We didn't include the St. Pat's in Toronto, so we should have probably.
Maybe.
But actually, that probably would have moved further down and justified it more, because that current St. Pat's jersey is trash.
Yeah, it's not good. All this said, all these nice things that you've said so far this afternoon.
Go ahead, rebuke.
All of these nice things that you said. Where they currently sit, I'm thinking down here somewhere personally, but I'll let you place it.
Honestly, I'm here. Because I think there are individual thoughts that are good. I think the Flyers are a few moves away from being good. Capitals need a complete burn it down and start over. Mm-hmm. The Lightning, it's not even their look. This is based on something. This, burn it down and pick up things from the ashes and see if you can cobble together a good look.
Well, that's what they did with that one, and you were unhappy with it.
Well, okay. Take this, make it Carolina. Take Reverse Retro 1 with the red version of this with Carolina. Make a third jersey with this as the logo.
It's there for the taking.
It's there. Call me up, Carolina. I hate this whole set. I really do. And I like these. And I like the logo. People give a lot of crap to the toilet bowl logo. I like that logo. But it's a tropical storm. Shut up.
So starting from here and going on down this way, for the most part, this is what it looks like. It's an identity crisis. Like it's too much.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: like people are happy with hockey in Carolina. They don't care.
That's true.
They don't care about this.
They're tickled to have anything. They like it's black. They're a bunch of jerks. Like I guess this is being marketed to non-hockey fans, and that's why it irks me so much that like you get away from actual hockey design, but it's not meant for hockey people. It's meant for your average Joes who are on the street of Raleigh with their delicious food. Greatest meal I've ever eaten was at Raleigh, North Carolina.
The Pit.
The Pit barbecue, unbelievably good. I didn't say a word the entire time. I was just.
It was glorious. The food, not the.
yeah, right. But I hate this. The whale is not enough to save it for one game a year. Again, it's not the Carolina Hurricanes, so it's like...
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
We'll have to go again, because I don't remember much of that at all.
I mean, we did do 5 games in 5 days.
Yeah, but like I just remember the floors being sticky and the thing kind of looked like it was run down.
The guy next to me asked... We were talking about Pittsburgh, and we talked about Permane Brothers sandwiches for most of the trip. Most of that game.
Nice. It was, I mean, they weren't good at the time, so...
No, the Permane's was.
No, the Permane's, the team wasn't, no. But yeah, then I was in my master's program, so that's 2010.
Don't even do that math, Phil.
2010.
Don't do that. Oh, God.
That's
15 years
16 years ago. Oh, look at us mathing. I think it's placed appropriately. I think it is.
All right.
Okay.
Send your hate mail to the comments below. He's Shrems. I'm John. Phil, take us out.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, ring the bell to get notifications when we post new videos, and come back for another episode of Ugly Thirds.
Oh, that barbecue was so good. I'm not even like I even like a vinegar base. That's not always the biggest thing in Carolina, but like oh my, that was so good.